Chapter 4. Everything is now. Yes, Ben, most definitely I want to buy it. Susan sat on the stairs with the telephone and wearing her lover's jumper as a dressing gown. The sleeves were so long on her that they hung off her arms like elephant trunks. John was crossing the landing on his way to the bathroom and noticed Susan crouching below. Her voice was the only evidence of who she was, because her head was down by her knees and the rest of her was hidden under a flood of blonde hair and jumper. To give the impression he had no interest in what she was doing, he went for his shower singing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot" in his best bass voice. "And it seems I can pay you very soon now, as I have a buyer for my place." "Yes, this afternoon. And he hasn't got a property to sell. He's paying for it in cash." "Well, no, not literally. I mean, he doesn't have a mortgage. So there we are. I'll be able to give you a deposit soon if he does the same for me. Talk to you soon. Bye." She climbed the stairs and listened happily to John singing as she waited to ambush him coming out of the bathroom. "Coming for to carry me home." Yipes! As he opened the door, Susan leapt up and clung to him with her arms and legs, biting his ears and covering him in kisses. "I say, steady on, old girl," he exclaimed in a mock cavalry officer voice. "I thought we'd done with all that affection nonsense, and I'm all wet." "I know, and clean and fresh, and your hair smells nice, and I want to eat you." "Well, not right now," he said, gently but firmly lowering her to the ground. "Seriously, I have to go and get dressed and go." "Where?" "I have to meet the Gazette editor at 6:30 in the Old Bell pub. Very informal, but I don't want to be late. He said he might be able to give me some work. They don't have enough photographers to cover, apparently. Also, I was thinking of suggesting the paper did a story about me and the Herbert Street name thing. What do you think?" Susan looked disappointed with having to deal with reality. "Fine, I suppose, but please don't mention me. It's to do with my other job. I need to keep a low profile, for a while anyway. Don't look at me like that. I'll tell you about it one day soon." "You MI5 spies are all the same." "No, it's nothing like that." She followed him into the bedroom and John began dressing. "It's just part of my contract not to tell anyone what I do. I'll give you the number of my estate agent boss if you want a quote about the house for the paper. He doesn't know about my other job, so don't ask him." "I won't," said John, hopping around in a circle while he pulled his socks on. Susan, still wearing John's jumper, was spinning the dangling ends of the sleeves and looking like a twin-propeller aeroplane. She was looking pensive. "Can I ask you something? Will it make you late?" "Depends if you want the meaning of life. What's the time?" 5:30. "Fire away then, I've got to go in 20 minutes. Susan paced up and down the room, still spinning her propellers. "I suppose this is a mini cliché, you know. Where are we going with this? Me, you, us, sort of thing. I don't need to have our futures mapped out in detail. Actually, that would be rather nice, I think, but quite impractical. No, you know what I'm asking. I can see it in your face." "Yes, I do." Susan was now speaking very quickly. "OK, tell me. What you feel, what you want. Myself, I'm infatuated. I can only just keep my hands off you. I rather like being ecstatic, but it's making me feel a bit anxious. I'm a confirmed pessimist. It's a safety net thing. The only way I can deal with extreme happiness, so I've told myself it won't last. But I want it to. I could pretend to be all cool and aloof, but that wouldn't be true. Like Mr. Finch in Scotland wasn't true. I want honesty. OK, I'm calm now. Can we start with, when will I see you next? That would be nice." John stepped into her flight path, grabbed hold of her propellers and looked her straight in the eyes. "Right, listen." "I'm listening. All cool and aloof." "Aloof is a funny word. Sounds like something you scrub your back with." "Please shut up." "Right, sit." "OK." They sat down together on the side of the extra king-sized bed. This time it was John who seemed to have difficulty in speaking his mind, but after a short pause he spoke slowly and deliberately, swallowing now and again as if his throat was a little dry. "This is going to be a bit of a speech too, but first things first. Yes, I would like to see you very soon. In fact, I was going to ask you if you would like some dinner in the Old Bell when I finished with the editor." Would about 7:30 be all right? Susan nodded vigorously. Good. First of all, thank you for being brave enough to speak like that. I say brave because I think I should have spoken first. You're ahead of me. I thought I was supposed to be the now person. OK, next. Be assured, be very assured, I am here for the long term if you want me. As to how I feel, I'm really, really happy. Like you, I'm a bit scared, but this is too good to feel apprehensive about. Monet used to say painting a picture was like jumping into the water and then seeing if you can swim. That's what it's like for us, I think. We seem to be pretty good swimmers, and the water is wonderful, so this is fantastic. This is now. You know why I like that word. Everything is now. All that there is now. You can remember things and hope for things in the future, but all you are doing is stretching a bit of now, a few hours or a few days either way. All I can say is you're the best now that's ever happened to me. I've never done this before. Well, no. What I mean is I've never met anyone that I've been like this with, especially in such an amazingly short time. I'm not going to say the L word just yet, because, to be honest, I never know what it means. When I do, I shall say it often. When we are old, probably. Is that all right? Perfectly. I really would like to kiss you now. But I hardly know you. That's true. They came together slowly, carefully, delicately, like docking space vehicles. Haven't we done yet? Not like this, we haven't. A few seconds passed in Hemel Hempstead while they travelled to the end of the universe and back. Susan flung herself backwards onto the bed. "Lemons!" she said loudly. "What?" "Kissing, touching, having sex. It's so sweet it hurts. Like sucking lemons, don't you think?" "You're raving mad. Can I have my jumper back now, please?" "Thank you. I've got to go." "Goodbye. See you at 7:30. Susan got up, wrapped a sheet around herself and went to the window to watch him walking down Herbert Street towards the old bell. She turned round smiling gleefully with one of her fingers in her mouth. Her eyes moved from side to side as she viewed her now completely wrecked bedroom. "Whee!" she shouted as she ran across the room and got her legs tangled up in the sheet. She tripped, performed an involuntary forward roll across the bed and finished head down in the gap between the bed and the wall with her feet kicking wildly in the air.